Howdy. So the other day I was watching a video by the Brahs. They had Denise Minger on there, and she has a website called rawfoodsos.com, and it's a website for people who've tried veganism, low-fat veganism, 80-10-10, and have had problems with it. And so you go to this site, and hopefully you can find out answers to your problems. Now, the Brahs apparently tried the 80-10-10 diet, and it didn't work out for them. And, I found the YouTube video to be quite enlightening and something that, we shouldn't be closing our ears to people who are saying, hey, we've tried this diet and it's not working for us. Now, Harley from Durianriders put a counter video on, of course, and he's, in his typical Harley style, ranting and raving, character bashing, all of that. But he did have, Harley did have some good points as well. And, but again, as a person who's following 80-10-10, and I've personally benefited greatly from this diet, I also know that we're all coming from different places, and it's not, I think what we really have to realize here is that, for me anyways, 80-10-10 is not a truth with a capital T. It's not something that's absolute. It's not a formula that fits everybody. It's a diet that it works for me, and for some reason it doesn't work for other people. I don't know why. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a biochemist. I can only speak from personal experience. But when somebody is saying that, look, I tried 80-10-10, he's a young man, he's tried 80-10-10, and his testosterone levels started to drop severely, I'm thinking, whoa, that's a real problem that you need to address. You can't ignore that. You can't put that aside and say, well, this is just detox. Like, you need to get checked out and find out what is going on here. Get a blood test done and see, what you're lacking, what's happening here. And I speak especially to young people out there, that may be interested in trying the 80-10-10 diet, or the low-fat, raw vegan diet, predominantly fruits and vegetables with some nuts and seeds. Get educated, and if you're doing this diet and you're having problems, don't just, say it's detox. It may not be detox. It might be something more serious, especially if these problems are recurring and they're not going away. Detox should not last forever. I mean, it's just your body's just cleaning out old junk that's been sitting around for a while, but that should not be an ongoing issue. So don't mess with your health, especially if you're young. If you're a young man, you should be as horny as all hell. Like, I'm sorry. If your sexual drive suddenly drops, that is serious stuff, and I would get it checked out. For women, young women, again, make sure, listen to your body and make sure that what you're doing is right here. And it may not even be that, 80-10-10 didn't work for you. It may be you're just not doing it correctly. I don't know. I don't want to say, you're just not doing it right, because that could be a cop-out too. It makes you feel bad. But there may be ways of incorporating 80-10-10 into your life where it will work and you will benefit from it. Maybe you still need to eat some meat or some dairy. I know vegans are going to just go through the roof to hear that, but again, I have children myself, and they're not 80-10-10ers. And my son, he's 10 years old, and he does eat meat. My daughter's a vegetarian, but she does eat cheese. And I would never do I don't force my kids to eat a certain way. And my daughter's expressing an interest in trying the 80-10-10, but she's only 13 years old. I don't know enough about this diet to be fully confident. So if I were to do it with her, I would do it on a short-term basis, and I would do some research and be very careful about making sure that she's getting everything she needs, because she's a developing young woman. Now, another point I wanted to bring up here is that ask yourself this: are you a slave to your diet, or is your diet serving you? And this is kind of the same subject here, because if you're a slave to a diet like 80-10-10, where you're convinced it's the truth with a capital T, and you're denying what your body's telling you, and what your body's telling you is that something's not right, but you refuse to accept that because 80-10-10 is the truth with a capital T, that's bondage. That becomes an eating disorder. Don't be like that. Diets should serve you. You should not be serving your diet. Your diet should be serving you. And that goes in every aspect of your life, your social life too. Is your social life being upset by your diet? It shouldn't be. Your diet should be able to be worked into your social life. You shouldn't have to lose your friends. You shouldn't have to upset your family. You shouldn't have to lose your job. That's not good. A diet should be able to be worked into your life. It should be able to make you healthier and make you more functional within society, not make you an outcast and an outsider. So don't be a slave to your diet. Rather, have your diet serve you. Again, I appreciate the videos that the Raw Brahs put up and give that counter perspective. I like it. I like to be challenged because, again, I'm not an expert in all of this. I'm on my own health journey. I'm taking 80-10-10 quite seriously. I'm 100% raw most of the time, but there are times when I like to eat cooked food. This is working well for me, and I'm going to keep it going, and I'm going to take it a little bit further. So in one respect, I am a little bit fanatical myself about it, but I don't look at 80-10-10 as a grand truth with a capital T, and I am not serving it. It is serving me. The moment there is a health issue, and it's a direct result of because of the way I'm eating, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change what's wrong. I'm not going to live for a diet, or die for a diet in some cases. Be honest with yourself. And don't be a slave to any diet, 80-10-10 or any diet, okay? They're just formulas. That's all they are. They're guidelines. And think of them that way. They need to be flexible and be able to be. You need to be able to work them into your life as it is now. You should not have to make large alterations just so that you can follow that diet, okay? So a little bit long-winded there, but my main concern is with young adults, getting overzealous about this diet and then hurting themselves, maybe hurting themselves permanently. I would hate to see that. Do it, try it, have fun with it, but don't listen to your body. Listen to your body, and even listen to your friends and your family. You don't have to take their advice, but at least listen to what they're saying, because they might be trying to help you. Have a great day. God bless, and peace be with you.